Hi everyone, welcome. My mic was mute, by the way. I was just speaking. Hi everyone. Hello guys. I welcome you all for this another series of workshop for the LazAI, and we are we are going to deploy our first contract on LazAI. Unfortunately, Thiru will not be able to join us today because his I think he's having some technical issue in his system. So I'm going to be here, and I will be handling all the next few time, and we are actually going to deploy uh, first smart contract on LazAI network using Hardhat basically. So I'm excited to show you guys like who are the new developers here. It will be really helpful for them. So we are going to deploy, and before we jump into the actual coding part, I would like you all to introduce myself. My name is Nidina Kurani. I'm the developer for Matisse and Les AI. So we are going to uh, deploy. We are going to deploy first your first ever smart contract on Les AI network with Hardhat. So I think we will be waiting couple of more minutes, like one more minute, I guess, and uh, will start. So till then, if anyone has any doubts or any questions related to less AI, related to any feature of the less AI, then feel free to reach out. I mean, feel free to drop the question in the comment section. And yeah, meanwhile, we are waiting for others so that they can, utilize this time. I think we have the enough people now, and I think we should start. So let me share my screen quickly, and just give me 1 minute. All right. So I hope it's. Oh, I think this works. Yeah. Uh, all right. I hope I'm audible because I see low network here. Okay. Guys, please feel free to drop the comment because I mean I'm the only one person here today to handling this, so I don't know like if I'm audible or what's going on in your end. All right, so just leave the comment in the comment section, and probably I should be checking it like in the few minutes of interval. So let's get started. So first of all, let me quickly let me quickly open this. All right. So let's just get out of this project, and we'll create the whole new project. And how we are going to do that, we'll see. So okay, so first of all, what you're supposed to do, you can go to the hardhat .org, and you can create the file. So let me just okay, I think let me just zoom in a little bit, and let's just create a new file. Make this first. contract with Hardhat. Okay, we are going to first, let me just copy it for the easiness. Okay, we are going to open this new tab, and let me just stop sharing here, and let me share the other window quickly. All right, let me get, I hope this is visible. Let me just make it zoom in a little bit. Okay, so once we have this, we are going to use npx hardhat.init. So let's just write it npx hardhat init, and it will initialize the hardhat project in your this repository. So um, I mean, this is the new version. I mean, Hardhat have. If you go to the Hardhat documentation, you'll see like three part: Hardhat 3, Hardhat Ignition, and Hardhat VS Code. So I am using Hardhat 3. So I went to the Hardhat 3 document, and that's what comes here when you install Hardhat 3 in your this project. Basically, it will ask you. I mean, installed it. So it's giving me a warning that you are using Node.js 18.20, which is not supported by the Hardhat. So we will be upgrading it to the, 22 or the later version. So let me first just install. So I'm just going to use Hardhat 2, the older version. I mean, it's up to you if you want to go with the Hardhat 3 beta version, which is recommended for the new projects, which will be in the TypeScript basically, I guess. And with the Hardhat too, we will go ahead, and for the first question you just type the enter. So like, I mean, what type of project would you like to initialize in the next step? Then I would like to initialize a JavaScript project using Mocha and ethers.js. So just click the enter. And okay, so it's throwing an error because we are using a different version of the hardhead. So let's just check which version of Node.js we are using. So let me list down my um, install Node.js version. So I'm going to use this one, 23.3.0. So let's just use 23.3.0. Okay, let's just clear it out and let's check again. All right, so I just wanted to show you that you can also get this an error. I hope this is visible, guys, because I'm okay. Let me just click this one. Okay, so we are going to uh, initialize again in the older version. I hope this should work. Yeah. So do you want to run it now? Just say yes. And it will run the Hard Hat project for you. I mean, it's just initializing the Hard Hat project. And so now here you can see the contract part. You can see the ignition in folder inside the modules. And we also have the test. I'm sorry. We also have the test folder here. So we are going to just create a very simple counter contract, and we'll see how does it work. So let me just clear it out. Okay, so once you have this, you are supposed to create a counter.sol contract in contracts folder. And if you want to get more commands, or I mean any help, you can type this npx hardhat help command to get all the listed commands. I mean, okay. And okay, so let's go to the contracts and create a new file, counter.js. Counter.sol. Sorry, my bad. Because we are supposed to create um we are supposed to create smart contract. So let's start. Uh, so we have the contract here, and I mean, I'm just using this Pragma Solidity. You can also use modify it to 23 or 28 version, like however you want. But I just stick to this version just for the easiness. And we have very simple counter contract in which we have the private counter. I mean, actually, okay, just let it be private because we are actually using that variable to get the counter number. So we have the constructor where it will just store the zero as a counter. So zero, I mean, it will just start with the zero. So let's just start with the 10 instead of zero. So once we call the increment function, it should be returning us 11, right? And if we call the decrement function, it should be returning us um, what do you say, if you call the decrement first, then it should be returning 9. All right, so we have this, and now we need to change in the hardhat config file as well. So what is hardhat config file? It is I mean, you add your I mean the details about I mean your network. So it can be like no, it should be like URL of your RPC URL, your chain ID, and the your what do you say, your private key as well. So here, okay, so we are going to uh, all right, so we are importing Hardhat toolbox, and in the module.exports, we are defining Solidity's version. So, okay, so if you are defining here like 30, and just like this, because this caret sign is basically shows you like any version, uh, l- I mean, following by 8.0, the later all the version after 8.0 you can deploy using any version, right? So if you are just not using this caret sign here and just like 20 this, then you are supposed to write 20 here, that your um, contract should be deploying using this function, I mean this um, version. So all right, so for now it's good, and let's just, I don't know why it's giving us an error, because it's supposed to uh-uh. I think it should work. Okay. Yeah. So hardhat chain ID, and we define LazAI network here. If you are using any other network, you can define here like Metis um Sepolia network, and you can define the URL, chain ID, and your private key. Right? This is not the chain. I mean, chain ID for the Sapolia, but let me just delete it, and we'll be using it for the LazAI. So this is the LazAI RPC URL, chain ID, and your private key will go here. So I will add my private key later because I don't want you guys to show you my private key. So let me just quickly stop sharing and get my private key up. So I'm not going to open this um, this file again. So let me just quickly stop sharing, and let me just quickly get my private key up, up. Just give me one more minute and I'll be up again. So let me just close the file. I'm done. And okay, back again with, okay. I hope you can see this. All right. So let me just clear it out, everything. And okay, so once we have like everything ready, so first of all, we are going to deploy the contract. So there's like the two ways to deploy your contract. Either you can do it with localhost, and let me actually get you on the LazAI document where we have actually this thing. Just give me a moment. I think I have to share the screen another time. Okay, let me just stop sharing screen and let me share. Okay, so you can go to the developer docs, and here you can go here in the deploy with Hardhat, and here we have the same steps, but it is using the other other way to install it. But I have followed this way, that you can go to the Hardhat file, sorry, documentation. You can create the project. You can init this Hardhat project, and then you will have this contract test and ignition. This all the things here listed in your project, so you can just simply use it, right? And if you want to follow this, you can follow this along as well. So it's the same, but let us just compile it. So okay, let me just make it zoom in a little bit. Okay, so we have compiled two Solidity files successful, because we have the two files here actually. I think we can delete this one as well, but okay, doesn't mind, let it just be. Okay, so once you have compiled your files, now it's time to deploy your contract. So you can for the deployment, you can, I mean, there's a local deployment as well, but it's the optional. So start the local node in your separate terminal. So you can open the new terminal and start the npx hardhat node. So okay, I think somewhere this is running. Let me just close if it's running here. Yeah. Okay. So just run it one more time. Okay, so you are running, your node is running basically, and then you can run these local host in, open the another terminal and run this. Okay, so we need, first of all, we need to create a new file here, which is named counter.js, and we are going to write the script here. uh, Basically you can use this to, okay, and let's just so your contract has been deployed on the local node, not on the LazAI network yet. Yeah, so it has been deployed on the local node, which you can see the logs here as well, that your contract address is this, it's coming from this address, and it has been deployed here. So this is basically, you can deploy on local node. So let's just delete this shell, and okay, we will be deploying on LazAI network. So to deploy on LazAI network, you can yeah, you can just run the same code. Let me just clear it out. uh Same command, deploy, I mean npx hardhat ignition deploy, and then the path of your file, and dash network, and the LazAI. I hope it should run. Okay, so can you confirm deploy to network LazAI on this chain ID? Then yes. And you. Boom. No, not yet. And boom. Yeah. So we have got this deploy script. And let me go to um, uh-uh. Let me share my screen one more time again. Okay, so I'm back with screen again, and you can check this code. I mean, sorry, address. You can go to the LazAI dot network dot or network dot LazAI something on the block explorer, and let me just write the script for you. So let's just create a new folder, script, and first let's just write the script to interact with the contract. So create a folder named scripts, and on the scripts folder, I think it should be just in the okay, and we will create a new file. Let's just give it count test counter, no, counter interaction.js. All right. And okay. I don't think we are using the script, but we will be using another script in which we are going to just simply using different not a different, but we are just using, we have the two function, right? Increment and a decrement. So we will be using that two function to interact with. So let me just quickly get this script for you. And okay, counter interaction. Yes, in this we have contract address, ABI key, and how do you get the ABI key? Then when you deploy the contract, you can get the ABI key from the remix as well. I mean, you have the contract address here. You can go to the remix and you can deploy the same contract. Let me show you actually. So for this, I have to share my entire screen, and yeah, I'm sorry, I'm just doing, but this is how the StreamYard works, that I have to okay, so you can go to the remix. Yeah, you can go to the remix and create a new file, or just like test.sol, and you can use this counter, paste this here, and use which compiler you used it to deploy it, connect to your network ID. I'm using LazAI network here, and go here, get the contract address from here, paste it, and deploy using @address. So you'll get here. So let's just increment. So we are just interacting um, with our smart contract using remix right now. So we should be getting 11 here. Why? Oh, okay, because we use different contract. So let me just anyway, doesn't matter. So we get increment as the one. Let's okay, so now let's okay, we are here to get the ABI. So you can go here and you can get the ABI from here, which you can copy in counterinteraction.js here as the ABI. And we are using contract new ether. Let me just make it zoom in because it's looking really weird to me as well. So as a count, we are getting the contract.get count, and we are storing in the count variable, and we are logging it the current count is this, and we are call the increment function here, and we are just printing the incremented function. And um, what do you say, comment out the decrement function. So let's just run this one. Okay, so let's just run this thing, and we need to define script and counter interaction.js, and on the network LazAI. Okay, so do you want to run on the yes? Ignition, the refer module file script counter interaction is outside the module direction. Oh, let me just clear it out. I think it should run. No. Then run. Let me just make it clear and then we will run this. Okay, so current count is 3 and they incremented it and the updated count is 4. So let's go in the remix and check it. Okay, so let's go to the remix and check it here. It should be like getting us count as a 4, but it's not, and I don't know why. But I think, should I deploy the new contract? No. I think it's using different RPC URL then. I think so. It must be using different RPC URL, and that's why. Anyway, let's go to the LazAI network and check if these guys have deployed the if these guys have deployed the okay on the block explorer, and let's check if they have deployed the contract address or not. I mean contract or not. So here we went and we see that contract creation was done 9 minutes ago, actually. That's true. And this has been used to create a contract, which is this address which we used, and we have the contract creator, and boom, our first contract is live on LazAI network. So that's it from my end today. And I'm sorry, I just saw the comment. So this is all from my end today, and we have just created the first ever smart contract on the LazAI network using Hardhat, which is really simple. But we had to do this workshop for the new devs on the LazAI network so that they can start as well and they can start building on the LazAI network. So if you have any questions, queries, and any comment, feel free to drop in the comment section. And yep, if not, then we will be wrapping up this workshop here only because we had already deployed our first contract. And yeah, so go to the LazAI network, try deploying the contracts on the LazAI and try interact with it. And please share it us share it your first ever smart contract deployed on LazAI network with us. Share this your first milestone in Twitter, and do not forget to tag us. And yeah, so I think our hyper hack hyper hack hackathon is ending. And yeah, I'm really excited to see who is winner. And yeah, I hope you guys as well, that to see who is the winner of the hyper hack. So okay, so see you. Bye bye, guys. We will be, if I don't see any questions more, or I see the comments. I love Maris Rahid Ali. We love you as well. And we will be wrapping up our workshop here. I'll see you on the next week, on the same day, same time, on the Thursday, with another series of the workshop episode of the workshop on the same series on the for the LazAI. So we'll be building something cool, and I promise this will be really cool for the next week. So till then, bye guys, take care, and see you again. Bye bye, guys.